Like most successful organisations, the Commonwealth War Graves Commission believes that by giving staff the latest information and training, tasks can be carried out more safely and effectively. For these gardeners from across the UK who gathered at the Commission's Brookwood cemetery in Surrey for a week-long course, this was a chance to share ideas and hear from experts on topics as diverse as tree care, handling chemicals safely, and even weighing vehicles to ensure they're not overloaded.
Stop! The message is here, caution. Nobody's going to support or condone law breaking. Weigh the van as many times as you need to within reason, but the responsibility lies with the driver of the vehicle, so be careful.
Of course, caring for plants and trees is the main job of the gardener, and learning how to spot diseases is vital.
The fungus is almost invariably found at the base of the tree. Occasionally you might find it as a bracket up there, and that's where it's been infected through spores.
So normally your bore would always be low?
Always low, as low as you could get it. Well, there's a lot of Scots pine here. It's probably the most important species that they have for surrounding the parts of the cemetery, and we've discovered there's a fungus quite common, in fact very common, grown at the base of these trees called Phyolus, and it's potentially a dangerous fungus because it causes internal rot. The second phase of it would be to try to investigate to see whether the decay is well developed within the stem, and I was showing them techniques to use a device called an increment borer, where you can take a small core from the base of the tree and examine it to see whether it's decayed or not.
Everyday tasks also come under discussion, such as weed control and mulching, to ensure that plants surrounding the headstones continue to look as impressive as this. Tree pruning and support is also discussed.
The other thing that you often see is people put a tree tie round and then round here, and then they'll put another one. So you've in effect got three of these things strangling the stem, putting pressure on the stem, which isn't good because it's going to constrict and strangle the stem.
Safe working practices are key to how Commission staff operate. Using a ladder safely might seem obvious, but government figures show that working at height can be dangerous.
We were talking earlier about wooden ladders not being allowable, okay? But look at the feet of that wooden ladder.
Sometimes people get so focused on what they're doing that they don't always concentrate on how safe it is. So that's important, but it's also a chance for me, I think, for discussion between members of staff to discuss and basically talk about new ideas and new ways of doing things.
And with many staff having decades of experience, the Commission is able to draw upon their know-how and keep training costs to a minimum. It's all with the intention of keeping cemeteries looking as good as they possibly can.